All About Scorpio Part 41. It's been 3 weeks I haven't uploaded anything, and we're soon about to enter the season of Libra, and then after that is going to be Scorpio, so I better, do some uploading here. Anyway, someone asked me, are you really doing it for, somebody actually not asked me, but somebody told me that it's great that you're not doing it for money, recognition, or fame. And I was like, of course not. I mean, come on, I only have 239 subscribers and I don't care, how many subscribers. But I do appreciate all those who are subscribing, especially those who are actually taking a look, even at those crappy videos that I'm uploading, just the random videos. I really do appreciate it. But again, I'm not doing this for fame, for fortune, or whatever, views, and all that. But if this can help you guys, especially if you were actually, trying to do some research about your own sun sign, or if you're a cross watcher, then that's great. This will help you. Why not? And besides, we're learning all together, because most of my recordings, or the audio recordings that I've been posting for many years now, it's not just personal experience as a Scorpio, because my sun sign is a Scorpio, but I'm also basing it off from the websites that I've researched. The websites that I have checked out, and then I gather some information from it, and then I try to share it through audio recordings. I hope that makes sense, okay? So, anyway, we're done with October 23 to 26. We'll try to do October 27 to 29. If we still have enough time, then we can go with 30 or 31st of October. Basically, these are birthday personalities for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. And again, I'm going to leave the link below. This is based from trustedpsychicmediums.com, which is pretty good, because a lot of people, coworkers, or people where I've actually asked them or directed them to check out that site and then enter their birthday personalities, or their own birthday, to check out their birthday traits or personalities, and they were like, whoa, that was so me. So maybe you can check that out. And what I like about it is that it gives you some tips or advice, in order for you to overcome your challenges based on your birthday personality or traits, because we all have strengths and weaknesses anyway, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and let's start off with October 27 zodiac birthday personality. Actually, one of my boss is actually a Scorpio, and his birthday is October 27. I haven't read this. I'm going to read it while recording it, so let's check it out all at the same time. Okay, so October 27. What is your zodiac sign if you were born on October 27? If you were born on October 27th, your zodiac sign is Scorpio. As a Scorpio born on October 27th, you are very well respected. People have this impression that you are a very stable person. You get quite intense when you focus on a particular objective. That's so true. They feel that you're able to succeed while everybody else has failed, because of the sense of emotional investment you put in the projects that you choose. And I think it's also because of the challenge and the ego. My boss is very egoistic. He was born October 27. So, especially, I can relate with that, just to talk about it a little bit. Right now, the work that I have is just a project. Nobody's ever done it, and I think it was also one of his ideas, so it got him really, fired up, and really, he is very challenged. Like, he wanted to make this work. He really wanted to make this project work. So, yeah, whatever they are saying about that, they wanted to succeed while everybody thinks that they have already failed or it's a failure. Yeah, they would continue on pushing because of the emotional investment that they've tried to put in on this project. So that is so true. Just sharing, okay? All right, next. Not surprisingly, a lot of people consider you a natural leader. He is a natural leader. That's so true. Still, when they need emotional support, you're always there. Now, when it comes to friendships, you're very loyal to a fault. However, your loyalty can often take the form of withering criticism. Oh my gosh, that's so true. I get that a lot from my Scorpio boss. Anyway, love horoscope for October 27 zodiac. Lovers born on October 27 are considered very loving and faithful, yet emotionally destructive. I know this might seem like a contradiction in terms, but it's not. In most cases, you believe that the people closest to you deserve unvarnished truth. In other words, your biggest gift to them is honest feedback. That's so true. Yes, all they wanted is honesty. You know what? My Scorpio boss, who's born October 27, he can actually tell if you're freaking lying. And when he catches you when you're lying, oh my gosh, just prepare for a very sarcastic, opinion from him, or a lash of a Scorpio. So they really just wanted you to be honest. And generally, Scorpios love honesty, okay? They value honesty so much. So don't you dare trying to, manipulate them, or trying to lie or hide behind some mask, because they will unmask that, okay? Just saying. Anyway, well, this is very useful in many types of situations, but in certain cases, often involving a tremendous amount of emotional vulnerability, people are not looking for straight talk. In many cases, people simply want to feel reassured. They don't want their problems fixed. They just want a shoulder to cry on. In other cases, the people closest to you don't really care about the truth. They just want you to be there for them. Unfortunately, you are unable to see the difference. You often cross a line between being reassuring and loving to being emotionally destructive. Not surprisingly, a lot of the closest people in your life have a love-hate relationship with you. Oh my God, this is so true. A lot of people love him, and a lot of people hate him. He's easily misunderstood. What's new? Scorpios are the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac. But yeah, either people love him or hate him. And I remember he telling me, the boss I'm referring to was born October 27. He was, telling me, I don't care if people hates me for what I'm doing. I'm doing it because it's my job, which is true. It's, we're talking about the work area. So whether they like what I'm doing, as long as I'm doing what's right, and as long as I'm doing my work, I don't care. He has that kind of attitude, which is really amazing, okay? All right, now let's proceed to career horoscope for October 27 zodiac. Those with a birthday on October 27 are best suited for leadership positions. Exactly, he's my boss. It doesn't matter whether you're the crew chief of a fast food joint or a top CEO of a large multinational conglomerate. You have the personality to do well in all sorts of business environments. The reason for this is your sense of emotional investment. Once you're emotionally on board regarding a particular project or objective, you will give everything you have. No sacrifice is too great in the service of a goal you find worthy. On top of all this, you're also able to communicate to your team in such a way that they share your level of emotional urgency. It is no surprise that you tend to rise up the corporate ladder very quickly. Amazeballs! Oh my God, this is so my boss, really. Hold on, let me just, sip my juice here a little bit, because I'm already, thirsty. Hold on. Whew, I feel refreshed. Okay, moving on. People born on October 27 personality traits. You are a study in contrast. On the one hand, you can be very caring, close, warm, and intimate. On the other hand, you may appear very overbearing, cutting, and vindictive. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so true. The reality is that this conflict between two seemingly different personality types is what pushes you forward. Without proper controls, however, they tend to push your career up while destroying your intimate relationships. Okay, so what are the positive traits of the October 27 zodiac? You call it the way you see it. You're extremely honest, and people can count on this. Not surprisingly, a lot of people are drawn to you based on your straight talk. Paradoxically enough, your tendency for straight talk is exactly the same reason why those closest to you often feel the most hurt. Well, this is so freaking true, I tell you. I'm going to base it on my personal experience because my boss is a Scorpio. I'm also a Scorpio. And, sometimes I get really freaking disappointed, or if not disappointed, I guess pissed will be the closest term for what I'm feeling, because he can really lash on you. But you got to take it on a positive, thing, because you can't just look at it in a negative thing, although it's negative. But if you take a look at it, try to take out your not to take things too personally. He's actually just trying to, in my case, my boss is a October 27 Scorpio. He's just trying to tell you the freaking truth, and he just wanted you to learn, although the way he says it is really cutting. A lot of people, either they respect him because they're scared, or number two, they respect him because they're scared. At the same time, they know that he's a really good leader, that everything he's saying makes sense, So there you go. Just sharing to you my personal experience, since I'm working for a boss who's born under October 27. Anyway, what are the negative traits of the October 27 zodiac? You really need to know how to draw the fine lines between being supportive and being critical. In many cases, a lot of your most intimate romantic relationships die an early death because you say the wrong things at the wrong time. There you go. Yeah. You have to allow yourself to live in the moment and simply be there for people. Be a reassuring and calming presence. Don't feel that your real talk will solve their issues. In many cases, it may only succeed in crushing them emotionally. Yeah, I was crushed many times. Actually, the first year I was working with him, I was like, damn it, I don't want to work with this boss, I was like so pissed off at him. But it took some time before I get to, get his drift or understand him more. I was like, my God, I was dealing with a fellow Scorpio, but I really don't like this guy, He's so sarcastic, and, instead of pushing me up, he's pushing me down. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, we'll skip the planetary influence and the element. Let's go with the top tips for those born with an October 27th birthday. And this is a great part, You should avoid too much straight talk with people closest to you. Championing losing causes and expecting everybody else to be like you. All right, there you go. That's a really, really good tip. I might, inform him about this because, I have no fear in telling him about this. He knows I'm into. He really knows that I'm into zodiac signs, the birthday personality traits. I told him that years ago. I've been working for him for 5 years now, and it was like, yeah, you're really good at that. That's true, but I want you to be the queen of SRU. SRU is the metric that we're actually trying to promote, which is services revenue margin, or per unit rather, or for service plans or Dell warranty. Anyway, lucky color for October 27 zodiac. The lucky color for those born in October 27 is gray. Gray is a great color because it pretty much goes with every other color. It also has a cool, calming element to it. Don't underestimate gray, however, since it can be mixed with everything else. It can have a tremendous influence. Lucky numbers for October 27 zodiac. The luckiest numbers for those born on the 27th of October are 4, 7, 32, 48, and 63. Now, what are the final thoughts for the October 27 zodiac? You have tremendous leadership skills. You're also a very loyal and dedicated person. Make sure you pick the right causes. Make sure you pick the right friends and lovers. Otherwise, your life can instantly be an unending series of one frustration and disappointment after another. Oftentimes, these are offset by victories in non-emotional areas of your life. There you go. Honestly, I tell you, everything was so true from my Scorpio boss, whom I have been working with for the past almost 6 years now. So, Yeah, that's really amazeballs, amazing. I don't know with you guys, if your birthday is October 27, let me know your comments, or if you're a cross watcher and you know someone who's born under that birth date, let me know your thoughts as well. And again, you can check out trustedpsychicmediums.com. All right. Let's proceed to October 28th, and I have to sip my juice, okay, because I'm really, really thirsty. I've been talking here for 15 minutes. I did pause a little while ago, right? But now I'm thirsty again. Hold on. Okay, October 28th, Zodiac. So, if you're born on October 28th, your zodiac sign is Scorpio. As a Scorpio born October 28th, you're quite well known for being a meticulous, exacting, and loyal person. You have standards, and you let other people know what those standards are. In many cases, you seem overbearing and unapproachable. Ooh, Ice Queen. However, once people peel back your outer layer, they quickly realize that you are a warm, loving, and faithful person. Scorpio being so guarded, huh? Not surprisingly, you tend to attract a lot of friends. You're a very positive influence on those who know you. Once people get past their initial impression of you, it's very easy for them to develop a strong loyalty to you. You, on the other hand, are also quite passionate and loyal to your friends and romantic partners. Love horoscope. Okay. Lovers born October 28th are very loyal and faithful partners. Interestingly enough, this is in stark contrast to the historical stereotypes most people hold of Scorpios. Scorpios, as you've probably heard, are quite well known for being unfaithful, as well as being great lovers. It turns out that people who are born on October 28th are great lovers and are emotionally intense, but are also faithful. Not only does this faithfulness and loyalty extend to your romantic partners, but to your friends as well. You are loyal to a fault. You will defend and champion your friends' causes, even to the extent that it causes you harm. That's how selfless you can be as far as the people you allow to get close to you. That's great. Anyway, career horoscope for October 28th Zodiac. Those with a birthday on October 28th are best suited for mid-level to lower-level jobs. From the look of things, it would seem that you have the personality of somebody who would go far in life. However, you tend to be so loyal to your friends that in many cases, you would forego promotions or pass on new jobs out of principle. You value loyalty more than self-advancement. This is why a lot of people describe you are loyal to a fault. In many cases, a lot of this loyalty is misplaced because you are loyal to people who are not as loyal to you. In the worst cases, you hang on to people who are simply using you. Ooh, that's not good. Wake up! Anyway, people born on October 28 personality traits. You have an inborn sense of loyalty and faithfulness. This is what you crave from other people. Unfortunately, you tend to read into the signals that they're sending you. You choose to see loyalty and faithfulness when in reality, people are just being polite or just keeping you around. With that said, you do tend to attract people who genuinely care about you. You are often in the center of conflicts between real friends and those who simply want to use you. Now, what are the positive traits of the October 28 Zodiac? Okay, you stick up for both of your friends and your beliefs, okay? You're principled and faithful to a fault. This can be a very positive thing because you're able to find the willpower and energy required to achieve success while other people have simply given up. On the other hand, this can be easily interpreted as stubbornness. It's no surprise they often stick to lost causes, all right? Now, heading on to negative traits, you're the type of person who would hang on to something that you know deep down is a losing situation. This applies to your romantic relationships, the jobs that you take, as well as the causes that are near and dear to your heart. You can be very, very stubborn, and unfortunately you think that this is a very positive thing. In many cases, it only ends up burning you up on all levels, whether we're talking about financial, emotional, intellectual, or social ones. Okay? Next Top tips for those with an October 28th birthday. You should avoid over idealism, losing causes, toxic people, and users. I'm also very idealistic, but I'm trying to, balance the, being realistic and idealistic, kind of thing. But yeah. Anyway, what are the lucky colors for the October 28th zodiac? Your lucky color is black. Black is the absence of color and also represents purity. There's nothing more pure than the total absence of something. This purity of purpose reflects the intensity of your tendency to emotionally invest yourself into something or someone. It also reflects your extreme sense of emotional urgency. Lucky numbers. The luckiest numbers for those born on the 28th of October are 4, 14, 29, 37, and 44. Now, what are the final thoughts for the October 28th zodiac? Be very careful about the ideas that you entertain. In many cases, things are not what they seem. It's very easy for people to use you because of your tendency to decide based on purely emotional reasons. There you go. You have to be logical, I know. Scorpios are very emotional. Water signs are. That's our challenge. But you have to have that balance of logic and emotions. Anyway, do yourself a big favor and always cross-reference your decisions with logic and reason. You'd be happier if you did. There you go, October 28th. The final one, I think, will end with October 29th because we're actually talking here for 21 minutes now, past 21, and I'm about to sleep in a little while. But before we actually proceed to October 29, let me pause first. I need to sip something. Hold on. Alrighty. So, what is your zodiac sign if you're born on October 29? Obviously, you're a Scorpio. Okay. So, as a Scorpio born on this date, you're a very focused, dedicated, and intense person. It seems that regardless of the project put in front of you, you are able to destroy it very quickly. You're able to take whatever team is lucky enough to have you to the next level. You are a unifier. You're able to connect to people on an emotional level. And more importantly, you're able to motivate them on an emotional level. No amount of material incentives can motivate you quite like emotional incentives. You're not really in it for the money. Instead, you're in it for symbolic rewards. Now, lovers born October 29th are great lovers overall. Not only do you take good care of yourself physically, you also make sure that your romantic partner is fulfilled in all areas. This means you're a great listener and you have a reassuring presence. However, you're loyal to a fault. In many cases, you'll find yourself in the situation where you're giving, and the other person is only taking, and taking. The worst part to all of this is that you're perfectly happy with such an imbalance. I don't like that, really. I mean, my birthday is November 16, or probably because my rising sign is a Libra, so I'm trying to balance the scales. I don't want to be giving all the time, and the other person's just taking, especially if they're just really abusing your kindness, Unconditional love is a different, subject. Just saying. Anyway, in fact, it only takes the worst form of betrayal for you to finally get a clue. So, career horoscope for October 29 zodiac. Those with a birthday on October 29 are great natural leaders. Just like October 27 peeps. Alright, leadership is not just about knowing stuff. In many cases, you don't have to know the technical details of a job to be a great leader. To be a great leader, you have to emotionally engage people you're working with. You have to make them feel that they're emotionally invested in the success of the project. Totally agree. They take ownership of the project and they're able to put in the proper amount of time, effort, and energy to maximize success. Not surprisingly, it's very easy for you to get promoted. However, these promotions are not necessarily formal. They don't necessarily come with an increase in income. Ooh, but you don't care. In your mind, symbolic rewards are the same as material rewards. Okay, alright, that's interesting. Even though you may not be rewarded with a fat paycheck, feeling that you're doing something worthwhile is reward enough. Now, people born October 19, personality traits. Let's head on to that. You are driven primarily by non-material rewards. You look at your payoffs in life in emotional terms. Still, as long as you feel that you're being rewarded, you give it everything you've got. You give your projects, your jobs, and your relationships everything you've got. Not surprisingly, you're able to achieve quite a bit in your life. You may not, you may not necessarily be rewarded materially for it, but you really don't care. Now, what are the positive traits? You're a very reassuring presence because people can feed off your confidence. You're able to focus, and this reassures people around you because they would know that the job or project will have a happy ending. As for the negative traits, you tend to get into relationships that are very imbalanced. Remember? Give, and the others are just take. Anyway, people realize that you have a tremendous amount of inner strength and confidence. Unfortunately, a lot of these people cannot be trusted. A lot of them are users. Beware of emotional parasites. Oh yeah, I've encounter a lot of emotional vampires. Anyway, top tips for those born with an October 29th birthday. You should avoid manipulators, codependent partners, and needy people. Lucky color for those born on October 29th is white. For October 20 it's black, but for 29 it's white. Interesting. White is the presence of all colors. You're able to bring everybody in. You're able to coordinate people. White is also a reassuring color because it clarifies things. Now, what are the lucky numbers for October 29 zodiac? The luckiest numbers for those born October 29 are 1, 7, 35, 67, and 92. Final thoughts for the October 29 zodiac. You should consider asking for a little bit more material rewards. Yeah, because they're more into symbolic rewards, like what they said earlier. So you should consider asking for a little bit more material rewards. You have tremendous natural leadership skills, just like the October 27 people. It really would be a waste to go through your life simply being exploited and used by people with ulterior motives. Now that's odd because you're Scorpio, Most Scorpios would actually, sense from a mile ahead if a person is actually a user. I mean, not for anything. I can actually, in my entire life in existence, I can tell if a person is a user. I can tell they're bullshit, sorry for the term, but yeah, so don't actually try to, fling those BS on me because I can easily see through all that. But for October 29th people born on October 29, well, probably because they're very caring. I'm not saying I'm not caring, I am, but I try to check whether it's worth it, because you have to be very smart about that. You have to check if it's worth my time. You will know if a person's just using you. And in my case, if I know if somebody's just using me, then my approach would be different. I'd let that person know, first and foremost, that I know their game. And I'm not going to play their games, okay? So I'm just going to give you something that you deserve. You get what I'm saying? But I guess October 29 people, guys, if you are born under this birthday, or you're born under October 29, I guess that's the best tip for you. Be very careful. Whoever it is that you're putting all of your energies to, the love and the care and all that, because there are a lot of people out there who's just users, so don't invest on people that is not actually giving you the highest, it's not for your highest good, is basically what I'm saying. So try to rise above that. So anyway, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening to the audio recording. I'll try to upload whenever I can because we're soon approaching the Scorpio season. And I really appreciate you checking out the audio recordings. And again, I'm not doing this for views or for whatever reason. I'm just doing it for fun. Okay? So go check out trustedpsychicmediums.com. I'm going to leave the link below. And of course, I will see you again on the next All About Scorpio. Bye-bye. See ya. Stay positive. Stay cool, Scorpios. I know we've been through a lot, okay? But just stay positive. Be strong, okay? I'll see you again. Bye.